Archangel Michael says, "The wind that blew the night you were born whispered something rare. Not everyone was allowed to know the truth. But your sister? She knew it, and she's been walking with that secret inside her chest like a locked box since then. Your life wasn't supposed to begin the way it did. There was a twist at your arrival, one that changed everything before your first cry was even heard. A woman was there, standing near the bed, exchanging glances that held power, confusion, and silence." Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, "The silence was chosen, not accidental. Because your birth wasn't simple, it came with a decision that would shake a family tree from its very roots. And your sister, older and more alert than she pretended to be, saw and heard more than anyone realized. She remembers the name that was almost yours. She remembers the face that entered the hospital and never signed the paper they were supposed to. She remembers the way your mother sobbed, but no one gave answers, only warnings." Type Amen to get blessing 888. "She's seen things stored in a hidden folder in the drawer your family pretends doesn't exist. Your real records are not where they should be, and she's known that since she was a teen. She even tried once to tell someone, but fear walked her back into silence. That day when your mother was distracted, your sister went looking. She opened a brown envelope and found a document with a name that shocked her. A name she swore she'd never repeat, because it would blow the entire truth wide open." Type Amen to get blessing 474. Your mother begged her never to say anything. Tears in her eyes, gripping her shoulders like the secret would disappear if no one spoke it aloud. But the damage was already done. Your sister had seen the name, the date, and the bloodline. She carries guilt for not telling you. Guilt like a slow poison, seeping into her relationships, her choices, even her dreams. Because you deserve to know the truth, and she knows the weight of silence can destroy more than any lie. Type Amen to get blessing 292. There's a box wrapped in blue cloth beneath your family's oldest cupboard. Inside is a photograph of a woman holding you, but it's not the one who raised you. And your sister kept it hidden because that woman's eyes look exactly like yours. One night, when everyone was asleep, your sister held that picture and cried. Not for herself, but for what you didn't know. She whispered your real name under her breath, the one written in shaky ink on the back of the photo. Type Amen to get blessing 616. That name isn't in any official registry, but it exists, on a letter signed in another city. A letter that was meant to be delivered but was intercepted by someone in your family. And your sister? She found a copy of that letter years ago, and she's kept it locked away since. She feared you'd hate her if she told you. Feared it would rip the only bond you both had left. But the truth was never hers to protect, it was always meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Someone else knew, too. An aunt who passed away mysteriously just 2 years ago, she once warned your sister in a cryptic voice, "One day, they'll ask, and you must be brave enough to answer." Your sister still hears that sentence in her dreams. There was an agreement made. Money exchanged. A name switched under candlelight so no hospital file would trace the truth back to the real birth mother. Type Amen to get blessing 131. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. And now, the time has come. Archangel Michael says, this message finds you because the veil is lifting. A moment is coming where your sister will finally hand you something folded, faded, and sealed with a trembling hand. That letter? It explains everything. Why you never quite felt like you belonged. Why you dream of places you've never been, and faces you've never met. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You have family who don't know you exist. And one of them is currently searching through archives, unaware that your sister has the very truth they need. This secret links you to a man of wealth and influence, someone who made a vow but vanished the night you arrived. That man's name is buried in that envelope. Your sister has read it 100 times, whispering it as if saying it aloud could bring him back. He doesn't even know you survived. Type Amen to get blessing 585. Your sister also found a ring. A silver one with a crest she didn't recognize, until she traced it to a family that owns land on the edge of a far-off estate. That ring was given to your mother in private and was never supposed to surface again. And yet, your sister has kept it hidden in a red velvet pouch. She's waited for the right moment, the right courage, the right reason to give it to you. That moment is now. Type Amen to get blessing 344. This isn't a fantasy. This is a divine unraveling of deception, and Archangel Michael says your life is about to realign. The cracks in the story are widening, and truth is ready to flood in like water breaking through a dam. Your sister has avoided your gaze lately. Every time you ask a certain question, she pauses too long. That's not guilt. That's the weight of a truth she's afraid will shatter what's left between you. Type Amen to get blessing 818. But you deserve to know. Your inheritance was tampered with, not money, but your very name, identity, and beginning. A family tie was cut so you'd never know your real legacy. You come from a bloodline stronger than you were told. A line tied to spiritual calling, prophetic gifts, and sacred roles. And the woman who was supposed to raise you? She was kept away by force. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Now she's no longer alive, but she left a recording. And your sister knows where it is. It's hidden in a jewelry box under a pile of old receipts, and why? Your name is the first word she speaks. She speaks of the night you were taken. How your birth was prophesied. How her heart never stopped aching from the moment they took you from her arms. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your sister has listened to that recording 100 times, her hands shaking, tears falling silently. She knows you need to hear it too, but fear has kept her from pressing play in front of you. That changes today. Because now, everything around you is shifting. Doors are creaking open. Hearts are being awakened. The time for hiding is over. Type Amen to get blessing 727. A lawyer connected to your past reached out last week. Your sister didn't tell you. She's waiting for confirmation before she reveals what that call meant. But heaven cannot wait anymore. This message is your divine nudge. Prepare your spirit, your heart, and your hands to receive. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Because your sister's secret will no longer remain buried. Soon, she will hand you the box, the letter, and the ring. You will hear the voice of the woman who birthed you. And in that moment, your destiny will ignite like fire on dry wood. You will see clearly for the first time who you really are. Not abandoned, not forgotten, chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Your life has been preparing for this moment. Every unexplained feeling, every inner calling, every quiet sadness will make sense. Because your story was not a mistake, it was a miracle hidden in plain sight. Archangel Michael says, your sister was never your enemy, she was your protector. But now her role has shifted. She must be your revealer. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your name is about to echo in the halls it once was banned from. You are going to stand where your real bloodline walks. And those who tried to erase you will fall to their knees in disbelief. Get ready. The truth will make everything explode into divine order. And your sister? She's walking toward you right now. With the truth in her trembling hands. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Type Amen to receive your birthright awakening 333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, as the sky turns quietly above you, the heavens are preparing for a revelation that cannot be delayed any longer. You may feel it already, those restless nights, that stirring in your chest, like something buried is beginning to rise. That's because your spirit knows what your mind has not yet accepted, the secret is ready to surface. She has sat with this truth like a weight tied around her soul. For years, she watched you live your life with pieces missing, pieces she could have handed you. But every time she tried to speak, something stopped her, a whisper, a warning, a fear that the truth would ruin everything. Type Amen to get blessing 464. But the truth was never the enemy. It was the light waiting to break through all that darkness. And now the divine hour has come. There's a certain photo your sister always kept at the bottom of her journal. You've never seen it, but it shows something haunting, 2 babies, not one. The second one was never spoken of, but the records show that 2 infants were born that night. Type Amen to get blessing 515. What happened to the second child has been a mystery buried under fake names and erased records. And your sister found something about it. She suspects, no, she knows, that one of the children was switched out by agreement. And the one who stayed, was you. But you weren't supposed to remain here. You were destined to be raised by another branch of the family, one with higher spiritual calling and protection. Type Amen to get blessing 626. But something interrupted that divine placement. A person stepped in with influence and changed the course. They did it out of love, or maybe out of fear. But your life took a different route that night. Your sister was just a child, but her memories are sharp. She remembers the arguments. She remembers a man with a deep voice who told your mother, no one must know. Not even the child. Type Amen to get blessing 757. But the child grew. The child asked questions. The child, now you, stands on the edge of truth like a cliff waiting to be jumped from. Your real father was not the man who raised you. That's the most painful part. Your sister has seen the DNA result. It's hidden inside an envelope she nearly burned out of guilt. Type Amen to get blessing 303. But she couldn't destroy it. Because every time she looks at you, she sees the truth walking in front of her. You look like him, the man who signed no certificate but carried your soul in his blood. That man passed away not long ago. But he left behind something shocking, his last will. And in that will, there's a name scratched in, added in the final hours of his life, your name. Type Amen to get blessing 989. A private investigator was hired to confirm it. They traced you to this life, this city, this very home you sit in now. But someone intercepted the file before it reached you, and that someone is known to your sister. She was afraid again. Afraid that if the truth opened old doors, it might lock others forever. But she is reaching the edge of silence, and soon, she will not be able to hold it in. Type Amen to get blessing 171. You'll receive a message soon. A typed note, unsigned, but with one sentence that only she would know how to write. That sentence will lead you to a house, an old, nearly forgotten building tied to your first days of life. There's a room in that house. Inside the closet is a trunk. And in that trunk is everything, the adoption papers, the sealed photo album, and the real letter your birth mother left for you. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Your sister has the key. And she knows the time to pass it to you has come. She will not speak. Her hands will sha. But she will place it in your palm and walk away. Let her go. She has carried this burden far longer than you've known it existed. And even though she hid it, she's always loved you. Type Amen to get blessing 818. The woman in the photograph was not a stranger. She was someone deeply spiritual, someone who prayed over your body every day for 9 months. She named you something sacred, a name that still holds power in the spirit world. Your sister remembers hearing that name in a dream. She woke up crying and wrote it down in a journal. That journal is still under her pillow, and she reads it when she misses the days before the secret swallowed her peace. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Soon, you'll be invited to a place you've never been. It may look ordinary, a gathering, an event, maybe even a reading of some sort. But one person there knows exactly who you are and has been waiting years to reveal it. You'll notice how they look at you. With recognition. With awe. With a kind of grief that comes from witnessing stolen time. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Your sister will not attend, but she will know when it happens. She'll feel a sudden rush of cold air and the sound of your real name echoing in her mind. That will be the sign that her silence has finally freed you. After that moment, everything in your life will shift. People who used to misunderstand you will start to fall away. A new tribe will emerge, a spiritual family sent by divine order. Type Amen to get blessing 555. And the woman who raised you, she did love you. But she wasn't your real mother. She was your protector, placed to keep you hidden until the storm passed. Archangel Michael says, you were never abandoned. You were shielded. You were not hidden from family, you were hidden for purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The moment you touch that photo, the energy in the air will change. The weight you've been carrying will lift, and your soul will feel lighter than it has in years. Tears may come. Let them. They are the holy water that prepares you for your rise. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Your birth was not accidental, it was watched over by powerful beings. And even though your story was twisted by human hands, heaven has preserved your truth. And now it is coming back to you like a wave you cannot stop. Your sister was never the villain. She was the silent witness. And her silence ends with this message. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Type Amen to claim your spiritual identity 717. Type Amen to receive divine clarity 828. Type Amen to welcome your real beginning 1010. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the moment your sister breaks her silence, your life will never be the same. There is no going back once the envelope is opened, once the name is spoken, once the photograph touches your hand. But this is not destruction, this is divine reconstruction. She has already started preparing the moment. She's pulled the box out from where it was hidden, wiped the dust away, and held it to her chest with trembling breath. She looked at your picture again, the one taken on your first day in this world. Your eyes held wisdom even then. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There's a house she visited recently. She didn't tell you why she left for 2 days, it was to meet someone who knows about your true family. They gave her more than just information, they gave her a memory card with a voice message meant for you. That message is from the woman who gave birth to you. A voice wrapped in sorrow, but filled with fire. She says your name slowly, and then she says, I prayed you'd find me one day. Type Amen to get blessing 686. This card is now with your sister, hidden inside a book with a black spine. The book title means nothing, but inside, a world of answers waits. She hasn't given it to you yet, but she plans to, soon, very soon. Because her dreams are changing. Every night she hears the same message echoing again and again. It's time. It's time. It's time. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Your mother's voice on that recording will break your heart and heal you all at once. She speaks of a necklace you were born with, one that was taken and never returned. That necklace carried a crystal unique to your lineage, said to connect to ancestral strength. Your sister never believed in that power until she wore it once. And when she did, she fainted. Because her body wasn't meant to hold what was meant for yours. Type Amen to get blessing 737. She has kept it hidden in a small wooden box beneath her closet. And tonight, she will open it again. The stone still glows faintly when touched, it's waiting for your hands. There is also a newspaper clipping from the week you were born. Your sister found it years ago. A woman had gone missing the same night you were delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 363. That woman? She wasn't missing, she had been locked away for trying to take her child back. And your sister only recently connected the dots. She found out from someone who used to work at the hospital. A nurse, now very old, who said something chilling. That child was meant for something greater. But the wrong hands caught hold. Type Amen to get blessing 595. You have powers your family tried to bury. Not magic, but spiritual inheritance, deep intuition, and dreams that speak the future. And your sister saw it even when you were small, how you'd talk to light, how you'd cry at certain songs. It terrified them. So they told you it was imagination. But your sister never stopped believing. Type Amen to get blessing 313. She would stand at your door while you slept, just to make sure no shadows entered. She felt something always trying to pull you away, spiritually, emotionally, energetically. But now you're stronger than ever, and she sees that you're ready. The next phase of your life begins with a truth that was never destroyed, only delayed. A truth that whispers from bloodlines, ancestors, and handwritten letters sealed by prayer. You were meant to lead something powerful, something holy. Type Amen to get blessing 404. Your sister will ask to speak with you privately. Don't brush her off. Because what she's about to tell you will make your soul feel like lightning just struck through your chest. She will cry, and you may cry too. But those tears are sacred, they unlock years of confusion and bring you back into alignment. You will understand why you never fit the patterns around you. Type Amen to get blessing 292. You were not born to fit. You were born to rise. And now, finally, you are being shown your true path. There is a scroll your mother left behind. It has your birth date written in symbols, not numbers. Alongside a phrase that translates to the voice of many generations. You are the voice. You are the restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your sister will not speak the whole truth at once. She'll give you pieces, so you aren't overwhelmed. But eventually, she'll hand you the scroll, the necklace, and the voice recording. And you will hear your name spoken from a realm beyond this one. A name that holds gates open and causes chains to snap off your soul. You were not meant to remain blind to your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 414. From this point, everything will look different. You'll feel energy shifts when you enter rooms. You'll notice how people start reacting differently to you. That's because your vibration is rising. Your birthright is reconnecting with your spirit. And no one, not even those who tried, can stop what's been divinely scheduled. Type Amen to get blessing 858. Archangel Michael says, the angel that watched over your birth is watching over you again. The time is now. No more delay. No more secrecy. You are protected by names even your enemies can't pronounce. You are backed by a force of divine witnesses. And now your sister must release what she has held for far too long. Type Amen to get blessing 606. And after this? A journey begins. You will meet someone, an elder, connected to your real lineage, who has something to place in your palm. It's small. But it holds the vibration of your mother's final prayer. A blessing she whispered into cloth and sealed in oil. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Soon, a stranger will call your name in public. But they'll say it differently, as if they've known it in another life. That person was part of your mother's circle, and they've waited to find you. Don't be afraid. This isn't chaos. It's divine alignment awakening inside your very cells. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Type Amen to receive what was hidden 828. Type Amen to unlock the story you were born for 333.